Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Plato. I recently discovered that quote, and I think it does as good a job as any to encapsulate the wonder that is music. It is a universally beloved art spanning age and culture and language like nothing else, except maybe food. And yet, many of us limit our ability to encounter music. We constrain ourselves to just listening, allowing our musical experience to be dictated by the performances and skills of others. Whether it be apathy or fear or busyness, too many of us resign to just listening to music and never venturing into the realm of playing or creating it. One of my biggest regrets as a child was that I never learned a musical instrument. I did play the recorder for a brief period of time, but never really got past hot cross buns, and I also learned the violin for 2 years. And you may think, oh, he learned the violin for 2 years, he must be at least somewhat good at violin. No, I am terrible at violin. I quit because I hated my instructor and I blamed her, but after maturing and looking back on my past, well, okay, I still dislike her, but I was also just terrible at violin. However, apart from these brief forays into music, I've never really attempted to learn an instrument. Until now, because for the next 30 days, I'm going to be learning guitar, trying to play one of my favorite songs, and at the end of the 30 days, I'm going to perform it for my dad, who's played guitar for over 30 years. I'm going to be documenting my process with YouTube Shorts and providing my entire learning plan in the description in case you want a concrete path to follow for your first month of learning guitar. So all that being said, I'm going to get inside and give this thing a shot. Oh, that can't be right. Tonight is the first night of me learning how to play guitar, and the first thing I'm going to have to do is figure out how to get this thing tuned. I've got my 60-minute timer started, found a video here that I think is good. So today the focus will kind of just be learning about how to get it tuned, how to kind of strike the strings in general for tuning. So for day one, we've learned the E minor chord as well as the A sus2 chord. Yeah, it didn't sound great, but it's a work in progress, and that's where we're starting. So I've just finished my first hour of learning guitar, and I would be lying if I said that I didn't already have the feeling of, I want to give up. If you're seeing this, then that means I've stuck through with it, and I've gotten through at least 30 days of an hour of learning guitar. I'm excited. I mean, it kind of went well. My fingers are hurting from holding some chords, but I think we're off to a good start, and I'm excited. It's currently day 4, and I've been getting a little frustrated at how things are going, but I wanted to share 2 things that I've noticed. For one, the biggest problem I'm having right now is touching unwanted strings. And obviously parts of that are finger strength, part of it is bringing my wrist forward. But something encouraging is I've looked this up on YouTube. One video has over 100,000 views, one video has 76,000 views, so I'm not alone in this. And this is nice to know that this isn't me being, it is me being bad at guitar, but it's not unusual. This is something all beginners go through, so it's nice to see a video that other people are struggling. Something else that's interesting, I think, is I've been watching these beginner acoustic lessons from Marty Music. The first video has 10 million views. I'm currently on lesson 3, and this one has 2.2 million views, and I'm looking at lesson 4 for later today or tomorrow, and it has 1.5. So already just making it this far has lost 8 million people. So that shows just how difficult this is for everyone. You're not just gonna pick this up instantly, but sticking through and making progress, and that's the practice is what it takes. So I know it's only day 3, but if you're feeling discouraged and you're doing this similar, man, just stay encouraged. After 2 weeks of an hour a day, I think I've covered all the basics. We've learned all the basic chords: E minor, A, G, D, C, F, A minor, E, D minor. For the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be taking these basics and applying it to one of my favorite songs, which is Stick Season. Yeah, it's a song by Noah Khan. It's like a folk pop song. You should check it out. I'll put the link in the description to the song. It's incredible. It's beautiful. I'm a big fanboy. The song consists of 3 main parts. There's the strumming pattern, there's the chords, and then finally there's the finger picking. I found a video that teaches all these different parts, and it has an easy version as well as the version that Noah actually plays. Suffice it to say, I'm going to start off with the easier version. For the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be focusing primarily on learning the song and perfecting it as much as possible. Overall, these 2 weeks have actually been so much more fun than I thought they would be. Pretty much every day I've been excited to get home, break out the guitar, and start playing. Obviously, there's a lot of the beginner struggles, but all of these beginner issues are beginner issues. Even the teacher I've been watching from the YouTube videos, Marty Schwartz, talks about how he remembers when he was learning guitar for the first time and everything seemed impossible, and then he's obviously really good. So watching that has been encouraging, and I know that if I just put my head down, grind through it, keep focusing on getting better, like eventually things are gonna make sense. So anyways, if you don't mind, I'm actually gonna get practicing now because I really want to play this song. Over the course of the next 2 weeks, I began playing the song. I stopped learning new chords and instead began to apply the ones I'd learned to create music. Slowly but surely, I began to improve. My strumming became more natural and less forced, and I found myself switching between chords with increasing ease. My rhythm certainly wasn't perfect, and I was still consistently messing up while playing. But my 30 days were done. It was time to perform. So this is about 30 days. Now it's been like 40 days, but it was like 30 days of actual practice. And you obviously know that I knew zero guitar before this.
Yes.
So.
I'll go first, because Dad, he's going to have more opinions as a guitar player.
Okay.
I'm impressed, and I feel like I could tell it was definitely the same song. I thought that was impressive for only 40 days. And how long did you practice per day?
No more than an hour. Most days it was an hour, but there was a couple days where I could only do like 30 minutes.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's great, Zach. Yeah, be able to get that far in a month. Probably people are still going ding 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 ding.
No, that was
pretty
great, Zach.
Thank you.
So do you feel like you learned enough that you can pick up another song?
I think I learned enough that I can sit down and practice another song a lot, which is kind of where I wanted to get. You know, like, it's obviously not good enough that I could just look at, okay, this chord, this strumming pattern, let me play the song. Like, and so there's obviously like more basic stuff to learn, but yeah,
I think that's impressive. In 40 days, that you could play a song that you enjoy, that you like, that's inspiring enough to make you want to learn.
Learning guitar has been an awesome experience. I'm not good yet by any means, but I'm definitely satisfied with how far I've come in such a short period of time. I haven't even scratched the surface of this instrument, but I already have a greater appreciation for the music that it makes and for the musicians that play it. While I'm moving on to something new, this is definitely not the last time I'm going to pick up a guitar, and hopefully I'll be able to make my own music with it one day. The process of learning something new is never easy, and guitar was no different. Part of the reason I stuck with it, though, is because I trusted the process. I trusted that if I worked hard and practiced, I would succeed. The reason I knew that is because I've done it before. In fact, I spent a whole 30 days working out and eating food in order to get in shape, and I managed to put on 13 pounds in that short amount of time. If you enjoyed this video, I think you'll like that one too. And make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with what I'm learning next. You're not going to want to miss it.